Gary Albrecht grew up in the Russell County town of Paradise before later moving to Hays. Albrecht turned 18 as the Korean War got started in 1950. He knew he would be drafted.
So I didn't want to be drafted, so I went ahead and I enlisted in the Air Force so that I could I thought I had a better deal than being drafted.
He was trained as a B-29 engine mechanic and then was a crew chief and flew on B-29 missions over North Korea.
We were dropping leaflets over Korea with B-29s. It was a special unit, actually. I think they were trying to encourage the North Koreans to quit fighting is what the deal was.
After his initial 4-year commitment, he returned to Kansas, but he didn't like the civilian work available then.
And I found out that I could make more money being in the service than I could working in civilian life, so I re-enlisted in the Air Force and at Salina, and was a crew chief on KC-97 tankers in Salina for 3 years.
He then trained as a flight engineer to increase his career opportunities. Albrecht was assigned to the C-121 Constellations with the radars on the top and bottom of the plane.
And my crew was credited with the first MiG kill over North Vietnam. We vectored the fighters in that killed the first MiG over North Vietnam.
Those Lockheed-built Constellations were nicknamed Connies. Albrecht's flight crew members were given hazardous duty commendations because they often had to fly this 4-engine plane 50 feet above the water off the coast of Vietnam to avoid detection.
Anytime you're flying a Connie at 50 feet above the water, you're in hazardous conditions.
Albrecht received numerous commendations and medals over his career for his service, including the Bronze Star for duties while in danger of hostile forces, and Oak Leaf Cluster medals for hazardous flying in Vietnam. He was part of the crew on the C-7 Caribou planes. Their planes often landed in unprepared strips to resupply special forces. He was also on flights connected to the space missions, including a flight to deliver a box of moon rocks.
I was selected on a crew to fly those rocks from Johnson Island back to Houston. And so it was kind of an honor for the crew we were picked as a hand-picked crew to fly that mission.
He retired after just over 20 years in the active duty Air Force, but then enlisted in the Air Force Reserves for 4 years.
We do a lot of volunteer work with our church.
Since retiring, he keeps busy with church work in Hays. He has also been a part of the VFW Honor Guard at numerous funerals honoring veterans, and also enjoys participating in black powder shoots.
I appreciate being recognized for my military service.
So whether in the air or on the ground, service work is a major part of Gary Albrecht's life. This is Chris Frank reporting.